Unscripted today.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Rhodes. My man, Coach Bird.
What's up?
Episode 41, Pac. Is that 41?
He don't know.
He don't know.
But that ain't the big thing.
Why not?
What's
Tell
the
him
big
what
thing? What's the big thing?
Hey, shout
It's
out.
like a birthday.
Give
What
him
is
a little
it?
shout out,
What do you
man.
think?
Little
Go
shout
get it. What's up?
Hey, 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary, guys. Been doing this for 1 year.
Yeah, Unscripted coaches. A lot of fun times, a lot of cool memories. I think last year we started about this time, so football was kind of wrapping up, and then we had the freedom to do some more things. I forget how busy we stayed there in the fall. Summer was busy too, but we like to get on some of them fun projects again, some of them shorts.
Yeah, because y'all seem to like them. The young kids like them.
Yeah.
Young kids. But it's 1 year. We didn't think we'd last this long.
No, we thought we might do 2 or 3 videos.
We're still rolling
41
strong.
episodes, and I don't know how many videos and shorts.
I bet it's 60 videos.
That's
Maybe a little more 60 videos.
Yep, but excited to be here again today. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, please. If you're new or if you're one of our regulars, let's make sure we hit the like button on this episode. Try to help us out as much as we can. We'd appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna keep doing it because we enjoy it all. We enjoy this. Me and Bird, we enjoy cutting up and talking a little bit, sharing our unsolicited opinions about different sporting.
And we do some things in PE classes we're going to kind of put out there sometime. I thought Coach Pop was going to put out a little thing we did the other day, like the day in the life of a PE teacher and stuff, things that people go unseen doing. And Coach Pop may have to get on that, just throw some clips out there.
Well, we don't know.
We might be taking applications for a new producer. I mean, a lot of people.
This one's slacking.
I mean, a lot of people take those classes. Those classes learn how to do stuff. What we do a lot of time, you just have to learn on your own. And maybe Coach Pac will throw that. Let's jump right on in. Hey, high school football going strong. High school football going strong.
Still moving along.
We got 3 teams still playing in the third round. Those are the 3 teams that I picked to win the conference, and they're still rolling. So anytime, like I say, you can get through this week and practice on Thanksgiving or near Thanksgiving, you've had a great season. I always told you that.
Sure have.
And I mean, you had a good game the other night, got you shut out.
Yeah, played well Friday. Repeat opponent. And, I told y'all this last year after we lost out, play a good team twice. I just don't like playing people multiple times in the same season. But we were able to come out with a victory, and we got a big test this week, man. Somebody new.
Yeah, I like to play some people like that you ain't seen.
These 2 schools have ever
Eden
played.
Home used to be 3A and 2A, so they ain't been into 1A that long.
So we ain't played them before.
Good job of my boy Battle down there. He's always talking about how he ain't been on the show, but I'm going to get you on the show one day, Battle, so you better be ready.
Yeah.
And shout out to my boys down at James Keenan. I saw something the other day. I'm going to get talking about James Keenan and Wallace. But that's kind of heated rivalry. But earlier in the year, I don't know if you've seen it. I want to try to see if Pop can find it. But Wallace had some football. They did something on some kind of YouTube. You seen that?
Hell yeah, we definitely gonna need this right here again.
Boys want to eat today, bro.
I got this on the menu. Yeah. Y'all got that? You want this right here?
Hell yeah, we got all of that.
Yeah, right now.
Where they're like at the Andes. Ain't it like Andes, Pop? They're at the Andes with the football uniforms on. Have you seen it? I don't like to talk about it because it's kind of funny. I don't understand how they got. But they were at the menu and saying they wanted like some tiger bites, and that's what they were ordering off the stuff.
Tiger bites
And
some panther meat.
Panther meat. Sometime, dog, you better do that crap. You better get them W's, ain't you?
Oh, say less.
Yeah. But I saw it the other day. I actually saw it at the barn. That's one thing I wish we could have filmed last week. A lot of people don't see this, how coaches get together on certain playoffs and we cook and watch movies. And it was they weren't a big crowd there, but there was about 5 or 6 former head coaches in there. That's been coached football and several state championship coaches in there.
We talk about this a lot, and if you're not from around our area and you're kind of new to this, I mean, Duplin County does have a rich tradition in football. And Bird's pointed out that we have 3 teams still in the playoffs now. Let's be honest, if Wallace and Keenan hadn't played last week, we could still have 4 teams.
It would have been 4 teams, no doubt.
So somebody had to lose, and that was going to reduce the number. But a lot of football coaches in the Duplin and Sampson area. And Duplin and Clinton Hopton and all that stuff, we butt up to each other with the where we're located. And one of your good friends, Mallard, was there. And
Coach Mallard, I mean, he's
Coach Avent.
He's won a state championship. Coach Avent's won a state championship.
State championship.
We played for
players
some
in
state
there.
championship players.
Yeah.
We used to do it at our barn a lot. Now Ken's got a bigger place and we go out there. But that's good stuff, man. You kind of get away
you
from
need that.
You don't have to sit there and dwell on the football. You can talk about some of the past, and we do a lot of that too.
Some
Talking
other
about
stuff.
funny stuff. We like to laugh.
We like to laugh. That's a good time. I look forward. Hey, listen. The deal is, right, as long as
Oh
somebody's in it,
somebody's
they're doing
in it,
right?
we do it.
So
Yep, somebody's in it.
hopefully we can do it this Thursday, and then next week we can do it again, man.
Yeah.
So
But that's a little neat thing. I mean, that's something I think would be kind of cool if we were just in there filming that.
Speaking of the events, let's go on and hit our read, Coach.
Yeah, we got a little special read.
Hey, last week or week before, I guess, because we didn't get get an episode in last week, kind of busy, but we dropped the news that we now have our first sponsor. Okay, so all right, folks, the holidays are coming in fast, and if your idea of hanging lights involves one broken bulb, 2 near falls off the ladder, or a few words Santa wouldn't approve of, it's time to call in the pros. That's where Avent's Christmas Lights comes in. Owner, operator, and former college quarterback, who's our guy?
Ken Avent III.
Ken Avent III. He knows a thing or two about throwing, and these days he's not throwing touchdowns, but he's throwing Christmas lights. Ken's team handles everything from design, installation, to takedown after the holidays, so your house can shine brighter than any stadium under the Friday night lights this winter. Don't fumble your Christmas setup this year. Contact Avent's Christmas Lights, where we go long for holiday spirit, and tell them the Unscripted coaches sent you. #Unscripted will save you 5%. So shout out to our man.
And my man's really doing good, like we said last week. And he's kind of excited. They were kind of jacked up for that game. You could tell that.
Oh yeah, they were excited. What are you supposed to be? And let's talk about this. It was unfortunate that those two teams met early, but let's talk about it. We talked about it before the playoffs starts. Too many daggum teams in the playoffs, but that's what it's supposed to be. Those matchups.
Yeah.
Like this week we have a tough matchup, and you're excited about that. You get pumped up about it because it's going to be a tough game. You're going to have to work. And if you don't come out successful,
and your second round, third, it should be a tough game.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of tail whippings. I mean, we still got there's 4 conference teams in this league still playing. Ain't there? I mean, East Columbus went out west and knocked off somebody.
Yeah.
Now they got a little short trip this week. They got to go to Robinsonville.
I wouldn't call it a short trip, but the game might be short.
That's a long ride, but anyway,
the trip's long.
College football player, we'll talk about what we're going to talk about in a little while about the best team in North Carolina, but the thing changes every week, man.
Yeah, well, people are losing every week. There's a lot of parity in football right now, and one team I'm sorry, I just don't see a lot about them. Ohio State.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the number 1 team in the country, right? Or is Texas A&M taking over?
Indiana, Ohio State, they're kind of.
Well, I think Texas A&M's up there.
I think.
Now,
Indiana's probably got it.
I know what everybody says. Well, they were down 30-3 and they come back and won 31-30.
Easily.
So, you can talk about that. I mean, I don't know how Shane Beamer's not on the hot seat, but anyways, we'll move on. I think Texas A&M's one of the best teams in the country.
No doubt.
I think outside of them 3, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. Who's going to make it? Who's not? Who's the Heisman favorites?
I'm gonna tell you who I think he is. I think it's the Love kid out of Notre Dame. I think he's the best football player in the country.
Do you?
Yeah, John. I know it's probably gonna go to a quarterback, and I think the Love kid is some. What's his name? Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
I think he's as good as anybody in the country.
Yeah.
He's definitely first round. But you got, all right.
I don't know who's the quarterback.
They're big on the boy from Indiana. You got to give him a shot. You got to give him a talk about. But I'm still, he's gonna be.
I don't know. It ain't that, just.
I mean, the Smith kid at Ohio State's good. I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know, what is the boy from Oregon? He got a.
Maybe. But I mean, I don't know. It's so up and down.
I know where it ain't at in the ACC.
No,
ain't nobody coming to ACC doing it. I mean,
well, talking about the ACC, some big news broke today or yesterday, I guess. Virginia Tech has hired James Franklin.
Didn't you call that? Didn't you say that?
I said that was one potential landing spot. I really thought that he might end up in the SEC in one of these jobs that's open. But obviously he's ready to hit the ground running, and Virginia Tech's, put together a package.
But and he
Well, he's
does a
gonna
good
turn it
job.
around.
He does
He's
a good
gonna-
job.
he's
at
gonna
turning-
turn Virginia
He turned
Tech
Penn
around.
State around. Now they just couldn't get over the hump. He's going, but now it ain't no upgrade like I see a lot of people say. It ain't like it's from Penn State to boom Virginia Tech.
No,
I mean it ain't. And
he's-
they gonna get paid, dog. I didn't see what it
I
was.
don't know yet. I hadn't looked
I
at it.
saw the money's going. I
We'll
can't
talk
remember what
about
it was.
But that's a good hire for the ACC
Oh yes, it is.
because man, I'm telling you, the ACC 's struggling right
And
now.
I
But-
like him. I like
Yeah.
him. Still a lot of talk about your boy Lane.
Well, I'm reading here. It says Ole Miss wants Kiffin decision before the Egg Bowl. So that's their game versus Mississippi
Well,
State.
what-
It's not this week, but next week. They're open this week.
Well, why would you even do that? I mean, he's going to be playing in the national championship, the playoffs. Well, why you? And then you get your players kind of scratching their head. Why just?
Well, it's a sticky situation. It's a sticky situation because you want to know why? Well, here's the thing: the portal window is going to open, man, like soon.
Don't it open? And ain't it 1 week after the bowl this year? Ain't
And
it?
so
it's
yeah,
like a little stipulation.
So, well, let's just be honest. When the coach leaves, he's taking some of his players.
Oh yeah.
Now, how many you don't know, but if you're Ole Miss, you don't want to come out high and dry on this deal.
Yeah.
And he up and leaves, and now let's don't be ignorant either. Ole Miss is preparing for him to leave. I'm sure they've already reached out and got some channels open. Hey, if this comes open, who's going to be available type deal? Who's going to be interested? But
They're going to be some, and they ain't like you said before. There ain't a lot high commodity. I think the JMU, James Madison,
yeah,
coaches high. Indiana, I don't think he's going nowhere. There ain't a lot of. They going to be some smaller schools that take a look at on that stuff.
yeah. What's up, Coach?
Hey, Coach Chrisman, how you doing? We're not talking about the Wolfpack today.
No. Let's talk. We can talk about this though. He brought up Wolfpack. Confession. I gave Garris Warren,
It's a
NC
confession.
State super fan. I gave him a hard time last week because State rushed the field after beating Georgia Tech, who was indeed the number 8 team in the country. Even though I told him at the time, hey, listen, don't matter. They ain't really beating
I mean,
anybody. That's just
yeah.
their opportunity to try to keep the ACC school relevant.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, daggum. Them my damn Pirates, they go and rush the field. After beating Memphis.
But this was it's the biggest conference game in a decade there now. Come on.
It is.
And they came back in glorious fashion. But
I will say this, though. If we're going to rush it, we did one upstate. We
Yeah.
did get the goalpost
Yeah.
broken. Now, they set the goalpost down, but we broke the goalpost.
Hey.
The fans did. So we won.
But I'm going to give a lot of this to back a couple weeks ago when you were talking about we ain't had no fans. The fans are starting to come. You know, I went last week,
Yeah.
homecoming, saw my buddies. I mean,
Yeah.
the atmosphere's back there. And
But-
now we got that group that comes up in the corner with the
Okay.
shirts off.
Well,
What if I'd have been out there
Well,
swinging?
they paid some people. They were going to pick one student who was still there in the fourth quarter, like $1,000.
Oh, really?
So they're listen, give it credit. You know, they understand there's issues. They got to try to find ways to keep the kids. It was that. And then, if I ain't mistaken, and Sup Dogs got in there and they did something.
Some dogs
too.
does a lot of their stuff.
They were
yeah.
going to try to do something to try to, hold them in there. So,
But that's
good
what
for
he
them.
talked about on ESPN. That it's probably before a lot of these kids' time. I know, Petey Pablo, that song, North Carolina, raised and born,
Yeah.
take your shirt off and swing it around like a helicopter. That's what it looks like to do them, man. But what y'all looked up there and I had my nice six-pack body up there swinging around. That would have been
Six-pack, huh?
Six-pack. Yeah, it might have been up, but just swinging around. I would have got out there and did that stuff.
I believe
I
you.
believe you would have too, because
I
you're kind of
believe
loyal. But hey, best team in North Carolina right now. Pirates are the best team in North
You
Carolina.
heard it here.
We still got a chance. That goes little ways. I think North Texas has got to lose. They're 9-1. I think they got to lose.
They got to have some stuff to happen.
James Madison's got to lose.
Well, we got to get into the conference championship game. I mean, there's a scenario where even if we went out,
We still don't
we're
get
still
in.
not getting in. So I don't know what all that looks like. But bottom line is the Pirates are playing well in November, and that's great. Let's keep playing good. Got a tough one this weekend. Got to go to UTSA, which I know everybody's like, oh, who is that? Well, the bottom line is Jeff Traylor is their head coach.
They struggle against them, and they
Yep. And Jeff Traylor's going to get some notoriety and some opportunities to move up in the coaching profession, if not this year, on the next cycle. So they're a good football program. And going to them, I think UTSA, like their win record at home in conference play is like ridiculous.
They've
over the
knocked
past
off
few
some big
years.
boys last couple of years.
So it's going to be tough. And but look, exciting times for the Pirates. 2 weekends ago they had Trey Savage there for the pregame at for the Charlotte game.
Yeah.
Then last weekend they had Alec Burleson. He just got the Silver Slugger Award.
Yeah.
Don't even know what that means really. Somebody gonna have to help me out.
And you know
with
them
that.
boys training
And,
our buddies. We're going to see that.
Yeah,
Trent
we're gonna go
Britt.
see Trent here in a few weeks. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. It's good stuff. It's a good time to be a Pirate fan right now. And I think Blake Harrell is
Great hire.
Is a great hire.
It's a great hire.
I'm glad that's who we went with. I think that's perfect for where we are.
I think he's a player's coach. I mean,
he is.
He's high. He gets kind of hyped.
So, well, I'm going to hit up on the NFL just a little bit, Bird, and then we're going to have to get out of here today.
Yeah, I got a few things.
Shador Sanders. Okay? I didn't watch the game, so I can't really speak on it.
Flop.
But, they're like, oh, well, he hadn't had any first-team reps. Or, he hadn't had this or he hadn't had that. And there's some validity to that, but I don't think that's uncommon for the backup to not get a lot of first-team reps. I've heard some people on the other side of the story say, well, that's kind of the norm, and we're going to let, he gets in, he gets his chance, and he goes from there. Like Brock Purdy a few years ago, I don't think he had a bunch of first-team reps. Hell, he ended up taking them to the Super Bowl.
But when he gets his chance, you got to make up for it.
You got to do some things and find ways to be successful. I mean, nonetheless, you're a professional athlete. You're getting paid to prepare like you're going to be the starter. It's your job to figure that out. They're not going to, hold your hand and walk around. I'm not saying Shador's a bust. I think he's a good. I think he's a talented football player.
But he's had a couple opportunities. But
yeah.
You can't sit out there and talk about, when am I going to get my chance?
Yeah.
And you get your chance.
When you get your chance, you got to make sure you're ready. That's my opinion. Now, hell, I ain't no professional athlete. I never spent a day in the shoes of a professional athlete. But I'm just saying, from an outsider looking in, who kind of sees sports, in those terms, you get your opportunities. You got to make the most of it. I mean. You held Tom Brady. He wasn't a starter, was he?
No, he was like 6th, 7th round draft pick.
And then he got his opportunity. He made the most of it.
And he was the greatest of all time.
And I don't know what his situation was like, but it sounds like once again it's not common for the backup to get a lot of first team reps.
That's in anything. That's in any college.
Yeah, I mean,
you ain't gonna go out there and spend half your time with your backup up there. And
today at our practice, we're going to go out there and we're going to have it scripted, and our kids are going to get some reps. But, I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? I mean, yeah, you need some reps. He needs to be able to go in and operate the offense. I know it's not the starters, but it's not like – I mean, they're professional. What the hell are they doing the rest of the day?
Yeah.
You can't, grab one or two of the receivers and say, hey, let's go throw a little bit. Let's try to work on some timing or something in case I get the opportunity. I mean, I know some of them might say some days be like, nah, I got shit to do. But at some point, they're going to be like, yeah, man, let's go. Because if they see that Dylan Gabriel or whoever else isn't getting the job done, and they think, hey, there's a good chance Shador might get a shot, and we want to turn this thing around, play better, I need to get my stats up too, then I'm sure at some point they say, yeah, man, let's go throw.
And you're talking about that. I bet you Kirk Cousins, the guy from Atlanta, what's his name?
Yeah.
Tore his ACL for what, third time?
I think it's the third time.
And now he's going to step in. This man was a $150 million contract backup, sitting on the bench with a $150 million contract.
Well, so, and Kirk has done a good job in his career.
Everywhere he's
when
been.
His opportunities have come in, he's made the most of them. He didn't. The reason he became the backup is after they drafted Penix, he just didn't play well.
Yeah.
And, that's a tough deal, but that's also professional sports.
And if you don't play good, buddy, you're going to be on the bench.
Here's another thing the Pirates did. Now, some people are going to pick on this, but I think this is a great idea. They reduced the price. Of their tickets. So the upper bowl was like a $12 ticket, and then they had $25 tickets in the lower bowl. And that increased attendance.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that. The daggone money is too expensive. It's too expensive to go to some of these athletic events.
Drop the price a
little bit.
You're going to make it up on the top end.
Yeah,
if they go to the games, they're going to go to concession stands. They're going to buy them beverages. They're going to do whatever.
They're going to buy the shirts.
They're going to do that. So just don't try to bleed them to death on that.
Yeah.
How about what's the crazy fool that plays for the Bengals? What's his name?
Jamar Chase.
See him spit in that guy's face?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Then he tried to say he didn't do it, and they're like, oh, man, you live in the HD TV world.
Yeah,
bro.
I thought in MVP, I know Coach Chrisman there, he's a baseball man. I don't know how you don't give the MVP to Raleigh.
Who got it?
What's his name for the Yankees?
For the Yankees?
Big Doug. What's his name?
Judge?
Judge got it. He got the MVP.
He didn't even make it to the series.
How do you justify that? That guy that season come on now.
He didn't even get past the Pirate, man.
There's
he didn't get past the
another
Pirate.
accolade he gets, but he can't win the thing. He can't win the thing. So I mean, come on now. That's
Hey, did you say you had some challenge for me today?
Yeah, I got a challenge for you. I want to tell you this. I don't know what. How many coaches? Well, I've already told you. There's 3 coaches that's won a national championship and an NFL championship. Can you name them 3? And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, 2 of the NFL championships were from the same team.
It's the Cowboys. Is that,
Cowboys
is
Bill
Parcells?
Nope. They won a national college football.
Jimmy Johnson.
So he was at Miami.
Yeah, and then he won it with the Cowboys.
Yep.
Shoot.
I can give you a hint.
All right, hold on a minute. Jimmy Johnson. Damn. Cowboys. Give me one hint, Bird. If I can't get it, then I surrender.
Where'd Baker Mayfield? He won't there. Where'd he play at? Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That coach come from Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken.
It wasn't Stoops.
No, Barry.
Barry Odom.
No.
Oh, you don't even know.
I do, man. He got.
Come on, man.
What's his name?
Switzer.
Barry Switzer.
Barry Switzer.
And the last one played last night. He coached last night.
Oh, Jim Harbaugh.
No, he ain't. I think he'll be the next one. This guy coached USC and won a national championship with
Pete Carroll.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, there's only 3 that's took it to that level, that level. That's pretty good. You didn't have me. I didn't know.
Damn, I didn't know Barry Switzer won an NFL. He coached the Cowboys.
Both of them won at Dallas, and he won at USC.
And he won at Oklahoma. Well, Barry Switzer was at Oklahoma.
That's what I said. Okay. But they both won at Dallas. Hey, I saw where they still busting them on that gambling stuff, like we said before. Guys, if you don't want this to blow out of proportion, you better not keep looking into it.
Yeah,
they finally had a guy talk about it the other day at one of these small colleges, and they asked him why he did. He said, well, I won't get no money. I won't doing this. And me and my buddies got tied up with somebody in Vegas, and the point spread was 25, and I think we made it 23. We lost by 23 or something like that. But he just said, the man give us $5,000, $10,000. We ain't making no money. Yeah. I got a child. So, I mean, you keep wanting to look into it now. It's going to explode.
When you make stuff about money, man, people start doing
And he just got the 2 guys from Cleveland Indians, the pitchers, and we talked about that. That boy was making $10 million, one of them relievers. And he going to give away stuff like that, and he could go to jail now. I'll be like, I don't give a damn. You do like I do and make some picks, but I ain't risking $10 million to make you win $7,000 or $70,000.
All right, man. Anything else?
No, just happy anniversary for 1 year. Good luck, man. This week. Pac, you can put that little thing out. I think that would be a cute little thing. I don't know if Coach Rhodes wants to because it took him a long time. I mean, but you did a good job. It was a 3-pronged thing, man.
It's a tough task.
Coach Pac, you get on that this week and kind of try to show what in the life of a PE teacher. They think we just out here doing calisthenics and jump. We're doing stuff. That's back in the old days, ain't it? What y'all call it now?
I don't even know.
Conditioning, sprinting, conditioning.
Calisthenics. I just like the word. I like to say the word.
You didn't think I knew that word, did you? That's a big word. I come out.
That's how you passed the exam, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, that's East Carolina education there, buddy.
All right. Unscripted Coaches, episode 41. Peace.